We are so happy to have you back, college football. Welcome inside Sanford Stadium, where they are ready to go. Marshall won the toss. They've got a completely new team, and they want the opening kickoff. No chance from Peyton Woodring. First-time head coach in Tony Gibson ascended to the top role and won the job the last 2 weeks. On third down, across the middle into coverage, incomplete. KJ Bull. You got Zachariah Branch in the slot to the right. Stuck into the air, and there is Branch, who is shifty. And the UFC transfer is into plus territory. Elusive inside the 40. It's a pickup of 25 to move the sticks.
Mike, we've had to talk right before the game. What do we say? How many touches for Zachariah Branch? Get him the football. Hand it to him, whatever.
Got up after the hit from Andrew Makuba. Third down and 3. Cass Jones up the middle, and he swung down. Kerryon Martin in on the stop again. It's 4th and 2. 3 in the red beside Gunnar Stockton. It's an option. Stockton the cuts. And he moves the sticks into the red zone. Up of 14 for Gunnar Stockton. 12 personnel here, and this is Dwight Phillips Jr. with the burst. Touchdown Dogs.
Mike, you talked about statements. They get to 2 tight end sets, and you get a kick out by Delp. You get lucky on leading up.
American Peyton Woodring on for the point after. And what you say about running the ball for this Georgia team and that off. Third down and 3. Long with time, and he rifles incomplete for Floyd Lacey. Ellis Robinson, the redshirt freshman, former #1 recruit in coverage, and it's 4th down for the Herd.
Ball showing a little bit of tempo this series.
Frazier again. And he pushes forward, and he's got enough for a first down. Well, they're excited about Nate Frazier. Like scene for Georgia. Stockton for Oscar Delp. Cut down near the 50. He's got a first down. Knee injury suffered this week. Third down for Georgia. Stockton across the middle. Zachariah Branch. First down and more. Just outside the 20. 24-yard pickup. Ethan Barbour, freshman tight end, is the lead blocker for Frazier up the middle. Stacked up, tried pushing the legs, and he got stopped by Javay Gilmore. Appears to be. Chauncey Bowens is the running back for the Dogs. Stockton pulls it, and he's got a first down and more. Touchdown, Gunnar Stockton.
B for the Bulldogs.
Let's have a look at the right guard. 73 in red here. Rolled up on?
Yeah, I think he may have been rolled up on, but seeing him walk off the field on his own power, that's a positive sign there.
Guy who came in at 392 pounds, worked so hard to shed weight, and you saw the So 2 70-plus-yard touchdown drives. This one 11.
These young guys came out today. They coming out swarming fast, stopping the run. That's the main thing. And once they got the ball in there, they making them get the ball out quick, getting their hands on balls, batted balls, things like that. It really affects the game. But stopping the run, I'm really impressed with how they're stopping the run.
To get things going.
Yeah, we got to tackle better, and then obviously we had a couple of good third down stops, and we gave them 2 big plays on 4th and 1. So we got to be better there, and offensively we got to get some momentum going. Right now,
83 rushing yards, and 13 of the 19 plays have been runs. Stockton floats one to a wide open Oscar Delp near midfield. Got behind Cam Smith and picks up 30.
Going to be huge to the success of these Bulldogs in 2025.
Third down. Stockton with time, and he zips one past the 50, caught by London Humphreys, short of the sticks. 4th down coming up after a 4-yard pickup.
Anything change? He's still the starter?
Fingers crossed
for him.
from Mom. And Ja'Kai Long indeed QB1. 3rd down with pressure coming. He navigates the pocket, but he's swung down from behind. Raylan Wilson wrangles him down. And so far in these first 20 minutes for the Thundering Herd, and it's blocked. Georgia blocks the kick. KJ Bolden got a piece of it, and the Dogs are in business.
Outside, and if nobody blocks you, you go make the play. He got there, nobody blocks me, I'm going to go block the punt. That's how you do it right there. KJ Bolden, you can be an All-American safety, but can you go out and go make a block on special teams? That's a nice job there, getting a hand in there. This is where they come alive.
You see both of them, 4 Oscar Delp and 7 Lawson Lucky on the right side of the formation. Stockton pulls it again. Stockton into the end zone for the 2nd time on the ground.
As they block. Watch the blocks by both Delp and Lucky. We talk about the tight ends and the pass receiving tight end, but look at the block. They both set up. You can walk right into the end zone like Gunnar Stockton did on that last one. A nice job by the tight ends. Out.
Peyton Woodring for the point after. Wanting to cheat going up against a vaunted front 7 of Georgia. So now 3rd down and 15 for a Marshall offense that has not been able to move the football. Easy screen, and that's incomplete. Intended for Xavier Short, the transfer from App State.
Put the ball in the air, or they try to run it.
3 for 6 so far on 3rd downs, and Stockton with plenty of time across the middle, tipped in the air, and nearly intercepted. Jabril Alameen got a
Right guys that want to be at Marshall. Now they just got to bring the practice to the field.
On 3rd down. Del Rio Wilson fires toward the sideline. There's a flag down as Jacoby Baldwin made the catch, and we'll check the marker back near the line of scrimmage. After Zachariah Branch had let that one bounce and then fielded it. 6 drives, 5 3-and-outs for Marshall, and a poor kick from Taunton spins and bounces just outside the 30, where it's down by the Herd. Now quick at Shannon Morrison, whose defense has performed better here in this 2nd quarter than the 1st. Pressure comes. Stockton stands in, and a wobbler soars incomplete. 4th down coming up as Tony Gibbon.
They are in Gunnar Stockton.
Now on 3rd down, Del Rio Wilson stays on his feet, slips a tackler and has it close to the sticks. Looks like he's just short by about half a yard.
There's something about heading home to West Virginia that got his attention.
Zachariah Branch backpedals to the 20. And the USC transfer cuts it upfield and picks up about 10 out to the 30. East 70 yards with Gunnar Stockton at the controls. But the production has dried up since. Stockton checks it down for Cash Jones, the 5th-year senior. And that's what he does. He gets popped out near mid. Stockton fires for Lawson Lucky, and that moves the sticks. Jabril Alameen on the stop after 6 yards.
Got to get everybody lined back up.
Stockton with all day. Lofts one for Lucky, who drew a flag. Caleb Clark Glover got it.
Stocked up in wide receivers.
Thomas from Texas A&M. Stockton steps up. He's got green grass, and Stockton run out of bounds by Cannon Lewis. Stockton effective with
Georgia.
Stockton on 3rd down. He loads it up, batted ball, and nearly intercepted. With all those new faces for Tony Gibson, he sends back Ja'Kai Long to drop down to a knee, and that will send us to halftime. Playoff team last year here in Athens for Kirby Smart, preseason number 5. And they've got a 24-0 lead on Marshall. Time now for the halftime report with Joey Galloway and E.J. Manuel in the studio.
He can get it done with his legs in this running game. Now, they'll develop this passing game, these new receivers, but impressed of how they dominated the line of scrimmage, especially in their rushing attack.
Marshall gets it away for a touchback. EFLs for the Georgia defense. On offense to start, this is Dwight Phillips Jr. with a chunk play, and the football was punched out by Cam Smith. Fortuitous for Phillips in Georgia.
I thought the first half showed a lot of what this Georgia team can be this season.
Dwight Phillips comes back in. Stockton fakes the swing and now does go to Zachariah Branch. Turns the corner. Branch out to the races. Gone for 6 from 47 yards out. Welcome to Athens.
Now I want you to watch Zachariah Branch here. He's just going to come right here, and then he's a check down. He's the last option on this play. But watch the pursuit angles of everybody. You can't catch him. He's just a speed guy. Look at all the white shirts trying to go grab him. That's just track speed. This is what this offense has been missing. They've been missing a player like Zachariah. World-class speed of Zachariah Branch.
Couple of big plays on the drive. The 18-yard rush from Phillips. Only had 1 touchdown last year at USC. Marshall goes back to the redshirt freshman Ja'Kai Long at quarterback, and he slips one out for Joshawn Barbie with wiggle to the edge, and he runs it past the 40. Nice pickup for Ja'Kai Long.
But they've tackled well today so far, this Georgia defense. Now here on 3rd down.
6 TFLs and now 3rd and long. Long floats it and not on the same page with his wideout, and it brings up 4.
See, it just means more.
Don, good stuff. 3rd down here for Gunnar Stockton, and he checks it down. Lawson Lucky right near the sticks. Going to be close, and it is enough for a 1st down for the Dogs.
You know, we haven't given this.
Pressure off the edge. It's on the ground. And Michael Allen has it very close.
Yeah, nice job by Justin Williams, number 19.
The rushing touchdowns from Stockton in this game. Fires toward the sideline here, and he's got it complete to Colby Young, who breaks a tackle and barrels inside the 25.
You were screaming for Colby Young during the break.
On 2nd down and 6. Phillips off the left side, slips a tackle, and Phillips takes it to set up 1st and goal. Cam Smith ran him out, and Dwight Phillips has flashed today.
Just been paving the way for these running backs.
Chauncey Bowens tripped up. Short gain, Datwan Smith in on the stop.
And I think this is all strategy by Kirby Smart. And when I say strat, more carries.
Nate Frazier checks back in. And Frazier gets it on 2nd down, and he pushes the pile to about the 4. Yeah, Mike Bobo said to us yesterday, one thing that's going to be paramount. Remember, injuries on the offensive line were a part of that rushing struggles last year. Stockton on the option. He gets wrapped up immediately. Jabril Al-Amin brings up 4th down with a sturdy stop for Marshall. Stockton to throw. Surveys back in the end zone. He's got London Humphreys for a touchdown.
It's just a walk in the park. Look at the protection. We talk about Don just told us he got backup offensive linemen. Well, look at the pocket he's got a chance to throw to. He just goes through his progressions. He looks right. He comes all the way.
He has thrown for a couple of touchdowns in addition to those 2 we showed you on the ground. And it continues to be all.
As this defense is bearing down on you.
They did call that an incompletion as he was getting dragged down, and now pressure comes on third down. Long just gets rid of it to the sideline, and Marshall comes up empty again offensively, and it's in the red. Former top 150 recruit in the country, you saw. And Gunnar Stockton's day is done. Chauncey Bowens gets to the second level, and he rumbles past the 40. Darrell Sweeting wraps him.
Who do you want to see score a touchdown? He said, man, Chauncey Bowens. Want to see him score just because the hard work that he's put in, it's been noticed by his teammates.
Now Bo Walker on his first collegiate touch, the true freshman, is of the third. Puglisi takes off, and Puglisi has enough with the legs for a first. Yeah, so the legs really do stand out from Gunnar Stockton, whose day is indeed over. Ryan Puglisi rifles down the seam, and he's got it complete to Thomas Blackshear, true freshman from Ryan Puglisi. I feel like he's got a bright future. Back to the air, Puglisi down the sideline, touchdown! From 23 yards out, Elias Williams.
It's just talking about these tight ends, and now they get all the way down to tight end number 4, Elias Williams. All he just runs is an out and up, and nobody can just hang along with him. Now getting the tight ends activated in the red zone, Mike. It's a well-balanced offense by the Dogs.
Top 100, a little bit more anxiety that goes along with it, and maybe invigorating.
Well, one thing I can say is that here at Georgia, it's all about national championships now.
Turner downfield, and he's got it complete to Antonio Harmon. Big shot
day as they beat up on Syracuse, Tennessee.
After all the Nico Iamaleava drama. Third down, Turner takes a shot downfield. Savion Turner Bradshaw goes spinning inside the 5. 44 yards down to the 1 for this.
Coming back to the ball and making a play.
Joshawn Barbie off the right side is in for a touchdown. Now there is a flag down right near the line of scrimmage.
You want to take a guess, Mike?
I don't know. You've been hot, man. Stick with it. What do you got?
Illegal formation again.
Been 3 of them already on the Marshall.
There is no foul on the play. The result of play is a touchdown.
Joshawn Barbie is in for 6, transfer from FCS McNeese State, and no shutout today for Georgia's defense.
Yeah, it looks like they hit, all guys were on the line of scrimmage that time, but just a nice positive run to the outside. And that's what we talked about.
To some. And this is Lorcan Quinn who comes on, 24-year-old freshman from Ireland.
Kind of an underdog Texas A&M is. Can they be spoiler in this year's SEC race?
On third down, Puglisi zips a dart for a first down. Sokovi White-Helton, the redshirt freshman from Carter's. Third down and 7 for the Bulldogs. Walker couldn't haul it in. They deem it a forward and incomplete pass. All-American here at Georgia. Third round coverage of the U.S. Open continues on ESPN2. Zion Turner takes off, and with his legs, he converts a first down. He's given a boost.
To let him build this the right way. We need stability, and we have a coach who really wants to be here.
Yeah, Don, good stuff. Turner incomplete down the sideline, intended for Adrian Norton. And fourth down coming up.
Man, I'm glad you mentioned that, Don. Patience.
It's McCray, and he lowers the shoulder for a first down, takes it past the 25 with a 5-yard pickup. Third down here for Georgia. Quick hitter is broken up, intended for Josh McCray. And Johnny Cuevas Gillis in coverage for Marshall. And it brings up fourth down.
So they'll go back to the drawing board, and they see, you know, there are some ways for them to go. But you're excited for the way that they came out to compete today. They were just outmanned.
Well, that'll do it here in Athens. Kirby Smart begins year 10 here between the hedges with a convincing win against Marshall and an SEC record 32nd straight home win here at Sanford Stadium. Kirby Smart with a lot to like. Defense was excellent as well, especially the first 3 quarters of the game. Plenty of TFLs. They kept Marshall to right around 200 yards of total offense. And Gunnar Stockton taking over for Carson Beck, who you will see tomorrow on ABC with Miami against Notre Dame. Accounts for 4 touchdowns for